Hello, my name is Knut. I'm here today by invitation by Wunderlich America. This is Eddie, and we're here to talk about Helite safety jackets manufactured in France. Some of you may have heard about it. It is a fairly new concept. It is available in vests, jackets, and all these items incorporate a airbag bladder, which is designed to inflate upon impact or upon a motorcycle crash. First off, we want to talk about our adventure jacket, which is available in black and gray and black. It has most good features an adventure jacket should have. It is ultimately adjustable in the arms. It has plenty of screen venting. It is waterproof and breathable. It comes with an inner liner, which is very warm. This inner liner will change this jacket into a solid winter jacket. Is it comfortable to wear so far?
Very comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah,
it has plenty of pockets and the latest in back protection, in addition to the airbag system, which is incorporated in it. Through the Velcro straps, it can be really individualized and really conform to your body. All the zippers are extremely high YKK quality, and even the all-important neck closure and neck strap is ultimately adjustable.
A couple cool things that I've just pointed out on this jacket which really make it fit well is the way it fits around my stomach and my torso. It really cinches it around my body, and then also when you have the neck strap cinched, a lot of other jackets that I've worn, you kind of start chafing in the neck area, especially if you're riding off-road, you're kind of looking around a lot, and you get a lot of chafing around your Adam's apple, and it kind of hurts after time. This one, there's plenty of room for that, and it just overall feels really comfortable on my body. Something that you could wear for many, many hundreds of miles in a day.
The venting on this jacket, starting in the arm area, is of a very clever design. It can be adjusted in its opening and is really clever locations. Every opening has a bug screen in it. It is high flow, and it is designed to have plenty of through flow up the arm, out the back area, underneath the arms, out the back area. It is practically air conditioning as you're driving along. The offsets here are highly reflective at night. This bag has also ample storage for maps and all the gear that you like to ride with. Quick access. Every zipper is watertight. It has large Velcro closed compartments for things that need to be completely dry. It has plenty of storage in a back pocket, which we suggest only to store soft items in. One of the compartments, which looks like a pocket, houses the mechanism for the 100cc cartridge and the firing mechanism for the airbag. This cartridge is mounted on a larger plate, so not to impact your body in any fashion. And also it is on the outside of the volume protection of the airbag. So in an impact, it will just be absorbed by the volume distance. And this Helite airbag is activated over a tether, which is attached to your motorcycle, ideally between tank and seat, in order to ensure that it is never cumbersome when you wear it on a motorcycle, yet in an impact or in a collision, it is triggering very fast. The triggering mechanism between trigger and inflation is 80 milliseconds, which is less than 1/100th of a second. It is extremely rapid, and it has to be in that shorter period to be effective in an impact collision. The 100, in this case, in this size, the 100cc cartridge is filled with 15,000 psi and will transfer this 100cc volume into about 5 gallons of impact and volume protection. The airbag will fill in the shoulders, effectively bridge the gap between the bottom of the helmet and the shoulders, making it impossible to overextend your neck. It is somewhat tolerant toward extension toward the front, but not very tolerant to extension toward the back. And the sides, of course. Common question is, oh, what if I forget to undo it when I get off my bike in a gas station? The break loose moment on this jacket is, or on this triggering mechanism, is 60 pounds. So you have to be quite firm with it. So it's not just a mindlessness, it's not just going to set it off. And if it does, we go later on into how quickly it is recharged and reset. All right, there it goes. It is, try to throw your head back. Further. So it is a solid impact protection in your chest area.
I can feel it all over. My whole back is supported.
Can you turn your back down? So it is extremely difficult to penetrate. There is a very latest style back protector in it. Neck protection, pelvic protection is also significant, which is not necessarily life-threatening injury, but extremely uncomfortable. And you may have heard there is a slow leak. This leak is designed for the system to slowly bleed off in order not to have someone unattended on the side of the road in an unconscious state, which may labor breathing. So did you feel uncomfortable?
I felt really well protected. I felt like my back was stiff, my neck was well supported. I couldn't move my head, which is very scary when riding with the helmet. Mm-hmm. And you know, the jacket overall, before you pulled it, it's very comfortable. It fits well. Yeah. It's got a lot. I like the drawstrings, and it really kind of sucks it all in. A lot of other jackets kind of flare out. Yeah. This one keeps it really nice and tight to your body, so yes, it's not baggy and flapping in the wind. Yeah,
it's a very nicely cut, really very nicely cut jacket, and I
felt really protected.
If you had to crash, would this be a good way to crash?
If I had to, I'd definitely want this jacket. Yeah.
So since this is an adventure jacket, oftentimes GS riders go at quite good speeds on dirt roads and gravel roads. We would definitely suggest to keep it plugged in for that. If you were to get into a more technical section where it is likely that you have sort of a spillover or not a crash but just sort of a fall over, it may be a good idea to just diffuse it by unclicking it. Oftentimes you're traveling, you just have a little get off, which is no big deal, maybe a mirror gone, but your vest has deployed. But there's no reason for you to finish your trip with a deflated vest. Therefore, we're going to show you on how to very quickly, in just 1 minute, replace and recharge the system. The deployed cartridge is in a firing pin. We just take that and remove it. It has quite an extensive thread, because when it does go off, it goes off with a force of 15,000 psi, and the cartridge is punctured, as you can see here, and thus sets free the CO2 charge. After it is deployed, it will leave this keeper dangling on a motorcycle. So we separate that from the lanyard and from the motorcycle. In the kit with the airbag vest, we supply a 4mm Allen key, which is required to remove the end cap of the system. And for demonstration purposes, I will show the parts involved. We have a piston which sits inside this housing in this location. This piston has a detent which is occupied by this articulated keeper, which will ensure no matter which way the lanyard is pulled, it will unseat evenly out of this keeper. This piston is propelled by this spring and held in place by this end cap. When the articulated keeper is removed with tremendous force, this piston will puncture the cartridge. So in order to set things straight again, we reassemble it in this fashion. We'll put it in place. We'll hold the keeper in with the thumb. We get the end cap started. And the length of the thread will preload the spring, putting tension on it. And now the system is ready to go. We put a replacement cartridge, which can be purchased for $25. We always suggest to go on, when you go on longer trips, to keep one spare cartridge, because you never know. It's screwed in, finger tight with sense. We close the little housing bag, and the system is ready to discharge again. And we're here to demonstrate how to attach one of our lanyards, which trigger the airbag vests and jackets in case of an accident. How to attach these effectively and in a sensible manner on your motorcycle. The best location for it is somewhere between tank and seat on your motorcycle. This will ensure that it is accessible and it will trigger the vest as quickly as it can during an accident. It is a really poor location to attach it at the handlebars, because the effect of it is you're wasting, in case of an impact scenario, you're wasting a tremendous amount of time before it's actually triggered. The ideal position is somewhere between seat and tank on a solid frame member, like right here. We can take the lanyard like this, feed it through, and run the loop like this, ensuring a good fit. Reinstall the seat, and here's the lanyard. For myself, I adjust it in a manner when I stand, especially on an adventure bike, when I stand on the foot pegs, so it doesn't tug excessively on the vest. So that would be a good adjustment. That way, it's never in the way, but it will trigger immediately should you impact anything in case of an accident. So, as an alternative, we have that same jacket with all the same features we just explained on Eddie. in a gray and black.
They look good,
Okay,
they
they
fit
look
well, they keep you protected, and it's a great way to ensure that you're protected whenever you're riding your bike, and we highly recommend that you give one of these a try. They can be found on our website at www.wunderlichamerica.com.